Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the July 2021 Ball State Nursing Pinning Ceremony. That's awesome, right? Yes. Hey, I like your family already. Yeah, they're pretty, woohoo. So, my name is Melissa Matthews. I'm a member of the Ball State Nursing Alumni Society and faculty here in the Ball State University School of Nursing. Before we recognize the graduates on stage, I have the honor of introducing our distinguished guest. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all are recognized. Dr. Linda Sittberg, Professor and Director, Ball State University School of Nursing. Dr. Deborah Siley, Associate Professor and Associate Director for Baccalaureate Programs, Ball State University School of Nursing. Dr. Kaylin Rinbarger, Assistant Professor and Baccalaureate Program Director, Ball State University School of Nursing. It is my honor to welcome to his first pinning ceremony as our new Dean of the College of Health, Dr. Scott Rutledge. Jamie Acton, President, Ball State University Alumni Association. Class advisors for the graduating class, Heather Bean, faculty, Ball State University School of Nursing. Anna Baker, faculty, Ball State University School of Nursing. Our guest speaker tonight, Allison Shelley, who's also faculty for the Ball State University School of Nursing. So please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. As a graduate myself from this esteemed program, I am honored to work with some outstanding faculty and staff in the School of Nursing. They put in endless hours to ensure that our nursing graduates are going to be top-notch. At this time, I would like to recognize all faculty and staff from the Ball State University School of Nursing. And I know there's a few of you out there. So everybody give them a hand. So at this time, will you please make sure that all of your cell phones are on silence or vibrate, so that way we can celebrate these new nurses. If you would like pictures from the audience, we do ask that you remain seated so that everyone can see their graduates being honored. At this time, we have a special welcome that will be given by Jamie Acton, who is president of the Ball State University Alumni Association. Jamie?
I'm going to move the mic because I'm actually going to talk to you guys. Your families certainly are welcome this evening, but my message is to you, and on behalf of the more than 7,800 and 7,800 nursing alumni and more than 200,000 alumni of this esteemed institution who have walked this path before you, congratulations on reaching this milestone in your career so far. In May, I had the opportunity to participate in this ceremony, and I was moved just how special it is. It's unique among academic programs anywhere. There's no other program that puts a charge out to its graduates like you will receive tonight, and no other goes through this type of a ceremony. We're all about traditions in academia. You think of the chords and the silly hoods and the mortarboards that you all will have on tomorrow. This tradition actually predates most institutions of higher ed. It goes back to the 12th century. You think about that, for over 900 years, people have walked in your shoes, saying the same oath in many ways that you will say tonight. And I feel honored to be a part of that tradition. I encourage you to look around. I was reading your statements as I was sitting here, and I encourage you to look around at the audience and think of those mentors that have helped to get you where you are, whether they're seated right next to you and are a fellow classmate, whether they're seated here on stage as a faculty member. They may be in the audience as a family member. They may have been a part of your practicum as a nurse or as an alum in the field. But I ask you to think of the next group of students behind you as well. And as you go out in the field, commit to helping them as they grow as students and eventually young professionals. And as you leave here, I encourage you to keep on chirping. And I know that's kind of funny to think about. We love the chirp chirp here at Ball State. But as I think about it, I challenge you to stay connected to one another. You're going to need the support out there in the field. And there are plenty of professionals that you can connect with in our private online network. And that's cardinalsconnect.com. You can sign up and join the community of thousands of alumni that are part of it. I encourage you to also help the students that come behind you. Help the peers in your work environment. And you're going to need the help too. So I look at it, you pay it forward, you get it in return. Invest. Give of your time and your talent. Melissa's a part of a group of alumni who do that for the college to make sure that there is that community, that there is this program, that there is a way for you to reconnect. So giving of your time and your talent. And as you're able, giving gifts. You know, things like the cords that will be presented tonight were given through gifts from alumni and alumni to you as graduates. So as you're able, give gifts. Represent. Show that Ball State pride. You know, if your place of work has a college day, put on that t-shirt, put on that sweatshirt, put on a cap, whatever they allow you to wear. If it's nothing else but a little pin that you'll get this evening, represent your alma mater. And attend an event. I know you'll have busy careers. There will be opportunities to attend things here at the college and within the School of Nursing and in the community where you are. With the network of 200,000 alumni, we've got stuff going on all over the world, and I encourage you to be a part of that. And promote. I encourage you to share your Ball State story with anyone who will listen to you. Promote it to high school students who you know would succeed, whether that's a part of the nursing program or one of the other hallmark programs of Ball State. Now, I know that this class of nurses has some tremendous leaders in it. You wouldn't have persevered through the year and a half that you've had if you weren't strong and if you weren't strong leaders. And I look forward to learning of your accomplishments in the years to come as we see the achievements that are in the magazine or through the award nominations that come through in your peers. There's no doubt in my mind that I will see members of this class in that. So again, on behalf of the alumni who've come before you, welcome to the Alumni Association. Now go fly and have a great career. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. So at this time, let's hear a welcome from the class by Emily Roche, parliamentarian, July 2021 baccalaureate nursing class. Emily?
Hello, friends and family, thank you all so much for coming to the Ball State University School of Nursing 2021 summer class pinning ceremony. I'm truly honored to stand up here with my fellow classmates as we are about to start our amazing careers as nurses. On behalf of our graduating class, we would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all family, friends, faculty, and staff for supporting us through our classes, our clinicals, and our crazy study schedules. The past 4 years have been great. For those of you here with us tonight in the audience, we are very delighted to have you celebrate this accomplishment with us. So thank you.
Very nicely said, Emily. Thank you. So it's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this evening, Allison Shelley, faculty, Ball State University School of Nursing. Allison?
Good evening. This is such an exciting evening of celebration. Thank you all for being here and joining us on this momentous occasion. I had the privilege of having these students in their very first semester of this program and then again at the end, and just getting to watch them grow in their skills and their confidence and just in how they've grown into these wonderful, beautiful, and handsome people that they are has been really a joy for me. When the class officers asked me to speak for the pinning ceremony, they can tell you that I immediately said that I hoped that I could do justice to everything they've gone through in their time at Ball State. And it got me thinking about how we've all had to have a lot of hope over the last 2 years. These students started with just the hope of getting into this program, right? They hoped that they would like their fellow classmates. They hoped that they would like their instructors. They hoped that they would learn to use all the things that they carried around in their giant blue skills bag that they carried all over campus. It was the hope that they would pass the endless skills checkoffs, the dreaded math comp. It was, I hope I can get my care plan done per APA every week on time. It was hope that they would find the courage to talk to patients, even if it was just to pass out ice water and take a blood pressure. Do you remember how nervous you were the first time you had to wake someone up in the long-term care facility? How about the first time you had to give someone medication and rattle off side effects and all the things that the instructor wanted you to know? Soon it became hoping for enough sleep, hoping for enough points to get to that magical 78% on the final exam, and then COVID hit. At the start of the pandemic, it became, I hope that school doesn't close. I hope that we can finish out our clinical hours. I hope that I can graduate. I hope I can still become a nurse. Those of you here supporting these students were probably saying, I hope that they don't get sick. I hope that they don't get exposed. You may have hoped that you could still let them come home. You may have hoped that you had room for them or that your internet connection could at least hold up with having them come home. These students worked so hard to complete the requirements of this program in such an unconventional fashion. There were virtual sims, there were Zoom lectures, there were pre-recorded lectures, there were discussion boards, there were Kahoots, there were Snapchats, there were FaceTime study sessions. I hope that you guys know how hard we worked also to make that still seem normal in such an unconventional time. We know it was less than ideal. But mostly when I thought about hope, I thought about how I have so much hope because you guys have chosen to live your lives in service of others. That's what gives me hope. Hope for the future of our profession, hope for life after the pandemic, hope that nursing will remain the most trusted profession. I hope that you remember today on your hard days, and there will be hard days. Taking care of others can be so rewarding, but it can also be very difficult. You will be challenged, you will make mistakes, but you will learn from them. You will lose patients, and you will save patients. There will be days where you might feel defeated, and you might want to start to lose hope. On those days, I want you to remember today, this feeling, how hard you worked, and how excited you were to finally get here. Think about your journey and how you never gave up the hope that you would make it to this day. I will leave you with one last hope, and that is that I hope you know how proud everyone is in this room. Congratulations, summer class of 2021.
Very inspirational. Great job, Allison. Great words of wisdom, too. Okay, next we're going to have our class pledge. It will be led by Astra Panawa, Secretary, and Ashlyn Miller, Treasurer, for the July 2021 nursing class. Come on up, ladies.
Graduates, please stand. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse.
Remember those words you just said in front of all of us, right? Keep those in the back of your mind. You may be seated. All right, so now that all-important moment that these graduates and you at home have worked so diligently for, right? So we're finally going to have presentation of the cords, and there's also a gift of a nursing alumni pin for the graduates. So Dr. Linda Sittberg, Director, Ball State University School of Nursing, will present the cords. Dr. Deborah Siley, Associate Director for Baccalaureate Program, as well as Dr. Kaylin Rinberger, Baccalaureate Program Director, will call the names. So gifts of the pins and helping with the cords will be presented by Allison Shelley and myself.
Will the first row please stand? Kiana D. Williams. Amber Janae Jones. Astra Lee Panawa. Ashlyn Marie Miller. Emily Renee Roush. The first row may be seated. Will the second row please stand? McKenna Christine Burtz. Kaylee Lynn Bolger. Diana K. Campbell. Andrea Letice Coleman. Sierra Brownwyn Davis, who will be pinned by her aunt, Beverly Kent, graduate fall 1993. Taylor Christine Dishman. Shay E. Foley. Christian Renee Folks Bowie. Kayla Marie Hartley. Michaela J. Johnson.
Renata Marie Kitsana. Sierra L. King. Jessica Lynn Kloss. Second row, you may be seated. Third row, you may proceed. Go ahead, stand. Rachel Michelle Ling Cat. Ashlyn M. Markham. Aisha Z. Nadiri. Allison Maria Pignon. Jerica Yvonne Reese. Keaton Maria Rodriguez. Itzel Rodriguez Medina, and she is going to be pinned by her mother-in-law, Beatrice Lopez, summer graduate 2004. Jackson David Rogers. Jackson was just commissioned into the United States Army as a second lieutenant. Victoria Alexis Schlaghoff. Haley Alexis Swickard. Emmeline Rose Tarsa. And Cameron Alexandria Wesley. Morgan Elise Wolf. Third row, you may be seated.
Yes. Woohoo! Great job. The audience beat me to it. I was going to say congratulations to the July graduates. Woo! I think we should have left tissues on the seats too, shouldn't we? Woo! Emotional day, isn't it? Like, isn't it such an amazing feeling, though, in your heart that you were able to accomplish this goal? Like, you should be extremely proud of yourselves. Extremely. You worked so hard. So you deserve every yay, hoo, wah-ha out there. And your family does not disappoint out here. I love it. I love it. Aw. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to hear some remarks from the class president that will be given by Kiana Williams, July 2021 baccalaureate nursing class. Kiana.
Good evening, everybody. The speech I'm giving today is an appreciation speech. So first, I want to start by saying, dear classmates, we started this journey together and now we're ending together. I want us to thank ourselves and each other for how far we've come. The bonds we created from the start of nursing school until now have only gotten stronger. Through the rough morning hours at clinical, to the long lectures, we finally made it. I wish you all the best of luck with wherever you end up. Every one of us will be amazing nurses and will make a difference in so many lives. Next, I want to say thank you, instructors, the ones that paved the way for us. We want to say a special thank you to all of you. Without your education, support, and encouragement, none of us would have made it here. There is so much I can say about each of you individually, but I want to keep this short and sweet and say we're so grateful for all of you. The bonds we made with some of you will last forever. You are truly amazing, so thank you again. And lastly, thank you, families, the #1 supporter we have. The ones that have been by our sides from the very beginning. Thank you. Thank you for showing unconditional support and love to each one of us. Without you, so many of us wouldn't be who we are today. So again, we want to say thank you and that we love you. Before I end, I have 2 more things that I want to get off my chest. First, this is to my fellow classmates. I want to say something I find important to myself. I want us to remember that once we're in our nursing career, our patients are our priority. No matter the patient's background, race, religion, or gender, etc., we need to provide the care that we would want to receive. You want to be remembered as the nurse that did everything, not the nurse that did nothing. Now, if everyone can please take a look at the screen in front of you, we have something for our instructors.
Thank you, Marcy and Robin. Thank you, Kathy and Margie, for teaching us the fundamentals.
Thank you, Delisa and Jessica.
Thanks, Polly and Carrie,
for teaching us MedSurg 1.
Thank you, Dia.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you, Carrie,
for teaching us therapeutic communication.
Thank you, Shelby, Carrie, and Heather,
For helping us navigate through COVID.
Thank you, Amanda, Susan,
and Janelle for teaching us about little kiddos.
Thank you, Dan and Anna,
for preparing us for critical care.
Thank you, Amy, Barb, Juanita, and Robin,
for teaching us about community health.
Sharon, Barb, and Anna.
Thank you so much for teaching us about women's health.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you for helping us through the NCLEX and licensure process. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Margie, Cindy, and Roberta, for giving us a unique capstone experience.
Thank you, Manaz, Deb,
and Allison,
for teaching us about critical care.
Thank you.
Wonderful remarks. Thank you, Kiana. Okay, so for closing remarks this evening, we're going to ask Amber Jones, Vice President, July 2021 Baccalaureate Nursing class to speak. Come on up, Amber.
Excuse my tears. Okay, good evening. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to all of our family, friends, and faculty for being here tonight to celebrate the achievements of the summer 2021 nursing class. If you're in this room or watching via broadcast, Each and every one of you has played a pivotal role in our journeys through nursing school, and we could not have done it without your love, support, and encouragement. I am delighted to stand before you today to represent what I personally consider the best cohort that has come through Ball State School of Nursing. I'm sure we all dreamed of this very moment since the day we read the congratulatory email stating that we had been accepted into the program. I personally remember my first day of nursing school, anxiously staring into my bedroom mirror, posing with my brand new, super stiff, navy blue scrubs, thinking, wow, this is really happening. I wanted to dedicate this time to acknowledge my fellow classmates. We can finally say those coveted 3 words: we did it. We made it through the long lectures, the endless care plans, the early morning clinicals, the terrifying 2:30, 2:31 checkoffs, Zoom University, and let's not forget doing it all so gracefully while surviving a global pandemic. Yes. Though there may have been times when the light at the end of the tunnel seemed dim, we all know the saying, it all seems impossible until it's done. No matter how many obstacles you had to overcome, no matter how many times you may have felt like you weren't competent, no matter how many sleepless nights and tears you may have shed, because I know I personally had a few salty pillows over the last 2.5 years, but each and every one of you stood up to the challenge and showed that you could persevere by any means necessary. So I encourage you all to take that same drive, that same perseverance, and those same go-getter mindsets and carry it with you as we begin the next and arguably most exciting chapters of our lives. Although we may be apprehensive about the many aspects of this new journey, never forget your why. I want to leave you all with a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us." So, congratulations, summer nursing class of 2021. We did it. And by the way, it's okay to delete Canvas now. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Hey, Amber, was there something else you wanted to tell them? Okay, alrighty, perfect. All right, well, thank you, Amber. All right, so since I did not have a chance to really have any of you, you got pretty lucky that you didn't have me, I guess. So, but I found this poem a couple of years ago, and I've read it to a couple of graduating classes. And so I just thought it was kind of fitting. It's a good reminder to all of us when we're getting out into profession. And it is called Only a Nurse. And there is a website called onlythenurse.com, and it does not have an author listed. If so, I would definitely give them credit. But it states, "Oh, you're only a nurse," the woman said as she walked out of the patient's room. "Yes," I said. "I'm only the nurse that will help your father survive his heart attack or your mother her stroke. I'm only the nurse that held your loved one's hand as they were dying. I'm only the nurse that will be home 3 hours late to my family because I am caring for yours. I'm only the nurse who will be eating with my family and get called to an emergency case in the OR to take care of you. I'm only the nurse that will keep your loved one alive while they undergo surgery. I'm only the nurse whose job it is to not only take care of your loved one, but also take care of your family members so well that they think they are at the Hilton. I am only the nurse that answers your call light 5 times in an hour and attends to your needs with a smile when I have 10 other patients who need my help too. I am only the nurse who stops at the scene of an accident to render help to strangers. I'm only the nurse that monitors your vital signs and tells the doctor what you need and when. So before you tell me I am only a nurse again, think twice. I may save your life one day, but again, I'm only a nurse, right? Thank you. Thanks. So you'll have many challenges that lie ahead, and I want you just to always remember that yes, a physician is a physician, but I want you to remember who is taking the most care of that patient, right? Who is their eyes and ears at 3 o'clock in the morning? You are. So you do it with every ounce of being that you have, and you take care of that patient like that patient was your own family member. And you do a darn good job of it. Okay? All right, go out and make yourself proud, okay? So I already gave my little plug yesterday during rehearsal, but remember, I've already asked you, the Nursing Alumni Day, the banquet, the awards, I have the date for you, okay? It is Saturday, April 23rd, 2022, okay? So go ahead and request that day off. It's a Saturday, so that you guys can all join us. We can catch up with you, see what you've been up to, what great things you're accomplishing, what challenges you have. Because remember, even though this has been faculty and your support while you're at Ball State, guess what? We're still a part of your lives. And we're always here if you need us. So don't be afraid to reach out. It's tough when you become a nurse because you've learned a foundation, but now you have to build on that. And that's when the real learning begins. So reach out if you get into a place where you're just not feeling good about things, okay? And then Saturday, April 23rd, 2022, okay? If you need me to repeat that one more time, I certainly can, but you know it's on the program, okay? All right, so family and friends, the graduates have invited you to join them outside once the program is completely over, and then, you know, spend as much time as you need to, or take your further celebration events elsewhere, okay? So will the graduating class of July 2021 please stand? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, can we congratulate the graduates? Please remain seated until the recessional is complete. Let all the graduates get out, and then you can meet them outside. So thank you all for coming tonight to show your support for your graduates. Have a good night, everyone, and a safe drive home. Thank you.